All right, questions for Coach Stevens? Brian Robb.
Hey, Brad. 31 minutes for Gordon tonight. How did you think you looked, and did you ever expect you'd be able to play him that much, coming into tonight?
I didn't expect to play him that much, but it was smart. In some foul trouble at the end of the third, Tyson foul trouble. I thought he looked pretty good, and we have 4 days off, so that's why they didn't say, like, we're just going to monitor him to see how he looks. He asked to come out a couple times. The wind caught up to him a couple times. I thought he did what he's done all year. I mean, he didn't shoot it quite as much, but he is a stabilizing force for our team. He just can make the right play and make a play for somebody else at the right time. And he hit the big three as they were making a run. So I think he makes us better. That's for sure.
Question in person, Dan Woike.
Hey, Brett. I think before the series, you kind of joked about the home road thing and how it's all meaningless and stuff. But how different is the psyche down 2-0 here, knowing that you're not getting on a plane, that you've been all these wild swings? I guess, yeah, just how, I mean, this is obviously not very normal.
That's a good question. I haven't even thought about it. I think, as I heard Spo say this a couple days ago, feels like the playoffs. So I don't know that I think about whether or not you're playing in your home arena or your road arena or in neutral site or whatever. It's hard. It's tiring. It's tough. So it's felt like that. I don't know that I think it's felt any harder or any easier. It's just felt like the playoffs.
Tim Bontemps.
Brad, how much did Jalen's aggressiveness set the tone for you guys tonight?
Our whole team was aggressive. Our whole team played with the right mentality, and most importantly, responded to, their good runs and tough shots really well, and then pushed leads out. The run at the end of the first half, was a great one. In response to when they cut it to 4 or 5 right there. And then, even when they got it closer in the second, with the exception of the last minute, last couple minutes, I thought we responded pretty well.
Question in person, Gary Washburn.
Hey, Brad, how proud are you of the guys for the way they responded and sticking to the game plan, not getting discouraged when they made runs, doing what you've been asking?
Yeah, I mean, I told a good majority. I think I told the team this yesterday. I certainly told the staff 2 nights ago. Like, this result didn't really matter to me. It was more about, like, what are we going to show ourselves to be? And I thought that we were a really special group, a really good group. And the first time we were pushed to more emotions that challenged us, we got better, and that's encouraging.
Question in person, Malika Andrews.
You talked coming into this series about the importance of closing out games, and the first couple of games you kind of struggled to do that. What does it mean to you to kind of be able to get over that hump of having this big lead and being able to hang on to it, even though they did make a couple of runs down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're always got that thing in the back of your mind telling you, the negative side of things, but we just chose to focus on the possession tonight, focus on the task at hand. I still thought we were a little sloppy at times late, and so I think we need to continue to be much better in that regard. But, they're tough. They keep coming at you, and the three-pointer. And I said this earlier today, a 17-point lead on Miami is like 8. It just doesn't – it's not that big. And so as bad as we feel, I've seen this story over and over with the three-point shot, and we did some good things tonight to answer their runs most of the time.
Question in person, Jeff Zilgett.
Brad, I know you mentioned that you were happy with the way the guys responded. What did it take, maybe over the past 48 hours, to get from where you were after Game 2 to where you were at the start of Game 3 to have this performance?
Just took a bunch of good people committed to each other. Didn't take any. There's no special talks, no special things, no rah-rah speeches. It's who you have in the locker room and are they committed to each other. So everybody gets pushed to emotions in sports. That's why I wasn't, I was curious to see what would happen tonight, but I didn't have much doubt. I think this group has some good character.
Question in person, Sam Amick.
Brad, with your closeness with Gordon and the extra layer to his decision for you guys tonight and not going to be there for the birth of his fourth child when they come, what does that mean just in terms of the sacrifice?
Because he said that?
He told Rachel Nichols that before the game.
She didn't tell me.
Okay.
So if he wants to go back for the birth of his child, that takes priority. That's his decision. And it's, I want to leave it at that. That's his decision.
Adam Himmelsbach.
Brad, Dragic obviously had a ton of success in the first couple of games. Can you just kind of talk about the decision to have Marcus on him a little more tonight and the job he did to help slow him down?
Well, we had to change some of our pick and roll coverages. It still didn't help much on some of the BAM rolls. We still got to be a lot better on BAM. But Marcus's ball pressure on Dragic is obviously something that we need to continue to look at. Dragic is a great player, and he's a guy that's playing the best I've ever seen him play. So, we'll just continue to mix up matchups and do our best, but everybody's got to guard hard. Marcus did a good job early, and even the Dragic bucket on Grant, I thought was really hard. He hit his chest, and Grant was straight up, and Dragic threw it in, but he does that.
Rebecca Harlow.
Coach, yeah, you've stressed throughout these entire playoffs that solid defense leads to transition points on the other end of the floor. And we definitely saw that tonight. I mean, how would you evaluate that? And then in addition, also just the points in the paint, the way that you guys attack the basket, was that by design in some ways to send a message with your aggressiveness?
Yeah, we wanted to really attack. If we're putting it on the floor, we want to get to the rim and make a play for ourselves or others. And then if we're not pressuring the ball defensively, we're waiting to be attacked, we stink. So might as well pressure and see if we can be good.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.